It's the end of a day, and I'm doing some work in my hotel room. And I ordered some food, went across to the parking lot to go get it. And when I brought it back to my hotel room, it was pretty bad. In fact, the word I used was pathetic. I did a Yelp review, I did a TripAdvisor review, and I did a Facebook post, and people are like, "Oh, that's horrible, that's pathetic, wow," all the faces, and other people are coming up with their stories of, their horrible food stories. And one person says, "Go tell the manager." It's like, well, I'm not there. What good's it gonna do? And she encouraged me to actually, call. It's not too late. So I called the manager, and he was really soft-spoken and very nice and very polite and very surprised. He said, that's an unusual thing to happen. The food I got was I'd ordered a steak from a famous steak restaurant. It's across the way, and a fillet, and that's supposed to be really tender, and it came back sort of like shoe leather, really just overdone. They put that hot thing on top of a salad, which when you stack it like that, it makes the salad warm and wilty, which is bad. And the overcooked thing was just bad, so it was terrible. And I called and I did talk to the manager, and as I said, he was soft-spoken, and he said that was unusual, and he asked me for my check number, and he reversed the entire meal. So basically, the only thing I'm out is time. The other thing about that is that I almost didn't call. I almost got caught up in the mindset of, this is terrible, I'm just going to complain about it. And there's some, I'll say that I guess that's ego, because there was some satisfaction in just complaining about it, darn it. And I'm also going to say that taking action feels a whole lot better, because now I'm not paying for a terrible meal. And again, the only thing I'm out is time. So complaining does feel better, feels good, it feels fine, but you know what? It's not helpful. It doesn't help anyone get any further in the process, right? In getting better. And I'm all about high performance. I'm all about, right? So I'm all about finding things that are working great and getting them to their next level. And I think what happened is I found this thing that was a broken promise. And it's like, well, why bother? It's just broken, And I didn't believe in it. I didn't believe it could be better. And so I think that's a great lesson too, is that there is a promise, and the person who's responsible for upholding that promise, in this case, the manager of that restaurant, needed to know. And when he was informed, he took appropriate action, which is awesome. So the whole idea of complaining feels good, that's ego. Taking action feels better, that's awesome. That's awesome, right? So where have you been inclined to complain about anything in your environment? About anything that was given to you, about anything that, in your hotel room, in your travels, in your healthcare, in something that you bought online, anywhere. Where have you been let down? And where has maybe your amygdala, which is this little, part of your brain that's responsible for fight or flight, where has that kicked in, giving you an emotional hijack and left you feeling So think about that. Where have you been emotionally hijacked and you just feel like the best route is complaining, when if you really step back for a second, the best route is actually making making a call to make it better, right? Taking action to make it better. So that's what I want to leave you with. Action is so much better than complaining. So what action can you take that's going to improve your life today? Think about that. I will see you here tomorrow. Until then, keep making your magic.